Hey everybody, welcome back to Whiskey's Adventures. How's everybody doing? Doing fantastic. So this is the weekend before Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving's coming for US is coming up this Thursday. Got a big trip planned with Owl Hunter and Ristaroo to go to the National Forest Friday morning. So we're gonna do Thanksgiving Thursday festivities, and then Friday morning we're getting up early and taking off to the forest for a long weekend. Because we're doing that, I was not able to get out to camp this weekend because Mama Bear always makes us on that Friday after Thanksgiving set up all the Christmas decorations. And because we plan on doing a trip this year, myself, Ristaroo, and Owl Hunter, Mama Bear says I have to do it this weekend. That way it's done and she don't have to wait. So, because we're gonna be setting up decorations later tonight, I figure I'd just come out and do a hike because I'm not gonna be able to get out in the woods. If I wanna do this trip with the girls next weekend, I gotta keep Mama Bear happy at home. So I figure I'd come out and do a hike on a trail that I've never done before, just do it by myself. You pull out my little map thing here. Now it's a back and forth type trail, which would be 7 miles. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the back and forth or just go one direction, but it's, what's it called? 12 Mile Creek Carolina Trailhead or something like that. I got a sign coming up. I'll tell you in a second what the actual trail is called. I'm tracking it on my All Trails app, but I don't want to stop the app on accident because I want to know how many miles I do today. So let me just walk up here to this little sign that's up here in front of me and we'll tell you what trail we're doing. Here it is. It cuts through neighborhoods and everything else too. So Carolina Thread Trail. Out and back is 7 point something miles or something like that according to All Trails, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go all the way out and all the way back. I might just go all the way one direction and have Mama pick me up. So, you know, about 3.5 miles or so, something like that. And give it a little venture. All right, we're down out of the neighborhood now. So we entered in the woods and it crossed through the road and neighborhood, now we're here. So this is foot traffic only, no ATVs allowed on this trail. It looks like bicycles are allowed, so we may see some bicyclists out on this trail today. It's a nice, cool, crisp mid-60s. There's signage all through here, which is cool. They got signs propped up everywhere. 12 Mile Creek, the trail follows it, so it's along there. We'll see it along the way. The only thing I didn't bring is I didn't even bring water. Mama Bear handed me what she had left of water, and I didn't bring my filtration system, so I gotta be sparing on it, but it's not hot. It's mid-60s. So, matter of fact, let's just pull the weather bug up while we're walking here. They got little signs everywhere, folks. It's kind of cool how they're doing this. But again, I've never hiked this before, so sorry. It's 54 degrees out. Morning, afternoon, whatever. There's signs everywhere, folks. Said I've never been on this trail. Actually hiked the whole trail. I've been on parts of this trail because there's like a swinging bridge we're gonna come up to that I've played on with Owl Hunter and Ristaroo. But this is the first time I'm actually hiking the trail. So I've seen this part of the trail. I'm not even going to be live. Up to the swinging bridge part, which you guys will see here shortly. We're going to just go ahead and do this thing. There's this neighborhood up in there. There's a neighborhood up in there. This follows 12 Mile Creek, which is tucked down there in the woods. Right down in there. So let's just do this hike, folks. You got 12 Mile Creek down there. I've been wanting to take so downtown Waxhaw, I can jump on this creek and I can take this all the way to the Catawba River. And I've been wanting to do it. I don't know how long it would take me. I planned to do it this past summer it went by, but I just never got it into the schedule. This is beautiful set of woods. It'd be better if it wasn't behind a bunch of neighborhoods and stuff, but it kind of swoops around the valley, swoops up through there. It's pretty cool. A lot of leaves on the ground. We're getting the colder temperatures at night now here in the Carolinas. Mid to low 30s. It's Fahrenheit for any non-US people that watch the channel. Wood Bridge. It's a cool little trail. We're just gonna keep trucking. I'm gonna circle back down towards 12 Mile Creek here, and you know what I should have done? I should have brought like a packet of Ooze and Noodles and a little gas system, had me lunch out here is what I should have done. It's all good though. Yeah, you got another neighborhood up in there. From what I can tell on this map, this trail goes in and out of different sets of woods and cuts through neighborhoods here and there. So, well, what would you call it? An urban trail, kinda. Here's 12 Mile Creek. I can hear some kids. Oh, that's the Swinging Bridge. So we're coming up to the Swinging Bridge. This is as far as I've been on this trail. Al Hunter and I believe Rista, we all checked out this bridge at one time, so. Here's some kids over there. All right, folks, we'll bring you back when we get to the bridge. Folks, so here's the Swinging Bridge. This thing's pretty cool. Got people out on it. 12 Mile Creek down there. Pretty cool, ain't it? Alright, we'll bring you back here in a minute once these people clear off here. Alright, so we're getting ready to go across the Swinging Bridge. I wanted you all to see this and see. It's pretty cool, ain't it? We had to wait a turn on the bridge and a lot of people come across. It's the maximum. It's all supported up there. Back to a big concrete. All right, folks, let's go across this thing. 12 Mile Creek right there. This is the North Carolina side. Now we're crossing the state line now. Now we're entering South Carolina, so we just left my home state. This is the other side, coming down, and it's all anchored down there in the ground. Pretty cool. So now we're on the South Carolina side of the on the trail. You got some pretty cool chairs there. Trail that leads up into the neighborhood, and we're still on the Carolina Trail. What a peaceful day this is. All the birds up above me in the pines all just chirping away, making their way south for the winter. You got 12 Mile Creek that way, you got another neighborhood that way. I'm like right in the middle of it. Little trail sensors. It's like a laser beam that shoots across, lets people, I guess maybe it counts how many people walk the trail, maybe? I don't know what else that would be. Pretty nice out here, folks. Ran into a Boy Scout troop that was out here hiking too. We had the camera turned off. They were kind of spread out. Looked like maybe 20 scouts and 3 or 4 scout leaders or chaperones. You know, they didn't have uniforms on, but some of the adults had the Boy Scout logo on a windbreaker type jacket. So I figured they were a scout troop out doing a hike, which is cool. Sad to say, there's a lot of Boy Scout troops out there that never actually do camping, hiking, go outdoors. They're always doing, I don't know. I was lucky and fortunate enough when I was growing up in Boy Scouts that my father and uncle ran my troop that I was in, and we spent more time in the woods camping and learning survival skills than we did behind in a desk in a classroom type atmosphere or in somebody's backyard. I think my favorite scouting trip that we did was it's like a dog mush type thing, right? You know, like up in Alaska and Canada and all that, where they got the dog teams and they ride the sleds or whatever to hunt, fish, live, let alone that big race they do up there every year. Whatever, something like that. I lived in Ohio at the time. Instead of us having dogs, us troop guys, all of us kids were the dogs. And our troop leaders rode the sled. And then if a kid got tired or whatever, we throw them on the sled or whatever. But we had to pull the sled. It was like a 12-mile trip. I think it took 3 days to do it. And there was different obstacle courses and things we had to do along the way to learn map skills and stuff like, you know, a compass and map. And it was cool. It was the first time I slept outdoors in a snowstorm with no shelter. We had peach cobb. It was awesome. It was an awesome trip. It's my fondest memory about the Boy Scouts. I wish I could remember what the trip was called, but it was awesome. All right, so now we're going back into some woods here. Much more pines and stuff. Pretty cool, folks. All right, we're just gonna keep trucking along. Keep trucking along on this beautiful Saturday. Figure why not get out and do the trail now. You know, early in the day still, it's around 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. I had to go ahead and do the trail. Mama Bear's got a little bit of work to do as far as her job, and then she's got some running around to do with the kids before we start the Christmas decorations. I think we're gonna do the inside stuff tonight and maybe set up all the outdoor decorations tomorrow. I'm not big on setting up until after Thanksgiving. I think it's a lot of people who do it's doing it premature, because it's just like, you know, you got Thanksgiving or Turkey Day, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I know some people find Thanksgiving offensive because of what actually happened to the Indians or whatever, but my family uses it as a day to eat like pigs. It's a big holiday for Mama Bear. She loves Thanksgiving. She loves cooking those big meals. So get out now while she's doing her running, do my hike, which is going to take me an hour or so to do. Look at this, folks. Look how pretty this is. Gorgeous down through there, ain't it? Absolutely beautiful. Go ahead, ma'am. You can cross. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
You sure?
I got her. She's just a puppy. She's gonna bite.
Have a good day.
All right. Okay.
It's good to see other people on the trail. Too many couch potatoes nowadays, so it's nice to see people out enjoying this. It's beautiful, folks. It's beautiful in here. is 12 Mile Creek. That's what that bridge took us over to get us into South Carolina. Pretty cool. Got a bunch of people out on this trail so far. All right, folks, we're coming up to the end of the trail. Either I'm going to be turning around and walking back, or I'm coming out here. It's another park. We walked 4.4 miles. Now the trail is actually shorter than that. So it says it's a 7-mile trail there and back. So it should be 3.5, so 4.4. That tells you how much back and forth I did to record this week's episode for the shots that I got for everybody. But appreciate everybody joining me on this hike. Again, I did this because I have to set up decorations this weekend, so I really can't get out to do a camping trip. So I had to get all the decorations set up so it doesn't postpone next week's trip for me. So I figured I'd get out and do a hike and bring you all along with me on a trail that I've never done before. And just in case I pronounce the trail wrong, the whole time I've been walking, every time I bring up the trail name, there's a trail. What end of the trail are we on? Let me pull this up real quick. Stand by 1 second. We're at Walnut Creek Park, so that's where we ended the trail at. Now we could turn around and go back, and if I wasn't filming all that, it'd be a 7-mile trip, but didn't do all that, so we're just gonna do the one way, and I'm gonna have the wife pick me up at the parking lot up here. Appreciate y'all joining. Everybody, this video will be released on Thanksgiving Day, so even though I've recorded this the week before, everybody's watching that celebrates, happy Thanksgiving. Our next video will be myself, Rissaroot, and Owl Hunter, and we will be back in the National Forest. We're going to be doing a long weekend for the Thanksgiving weekend after we get done with the Thanksgiving celebrations and festivities and filling up our guts. So that should be a fun trip. I believe the girls are wanting to sleep in their hammock systems, and I'll be sleeping in my hot tent because Mama Bear got me my Christmas gift early, which will actually arrive in the mail tomorrow. She got me a little camping cot that's made to be inside the tents. It's like 6 inches off the ground. It'll be perfect for my hot tent because we've been having all the bad luck with my air mattresses. She got tired of hearing me yap and complain about it, so she bought me a cot for Christmas. It's like an $80 investment on her behalf, but she's given it to me as soon as it shows up so I can use it for Thanksgiving weekend versus making me wait until Christmas. So next video will be in the forest. I'll have Al Hunter with me. I'll have Rissa Roo with me. It should be a fun trip. Hope everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you everybody for watching. Check out the link, the GoFundMe link down below. We're still raising money. We still got roughly a month to go before the fundraiser for the family myself in Oklahoma Laser Engraving Company is raising money for. If you can help out, hit the link below and give a donation. If you can't monetary help, please grab that GoFundMe link and share it with everybody you know. The more people we can get that in front of, the more potential help we can get for the family. Like we said in a previous video, our goal is to hit $1,000, and then anything above the $1,000 is going to go to the Wounded Warriors Project. So if you guys can help, go ahead and do so. My Patreon supporters, Matthew B, Stephen R, and Mark K, again, as always, you guys go above and beyond, especially in today's economy. You still monetary help out the channel through the Patreon app, and we greatly appreciate that. All those proceeds are also going to go to the GoFundMe. We're not using any of it for any of our adventures until after the Christmas holiday, because we're going to give all that, any money we make off any donations to the channel, or be through Patreon or through sponsorship of videos, anything like that, we're going to donate over. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving. Appreciate you joining me for the hike. Until next time, you already know how we do it. Holla at your boy. Peace.